time to start competing with China.
Burgess, now you have such a compelling personal story, and people would talk about, certain struggles, sports and others, but when you tell the story, you always tell about the importance of education and how that changed your life. And when you were first running for Congress, you always told me you want to be on the education committee. You actually didn't want to go to other committees because this is what you really care about and what I've watched you mentor others. And here's H.R. 5. You've been a critical member of making this happen, getting out of committee, the Parents' Bill of Rights. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that and how it ensures parents have a say?
Thanks, Speaker. Appreciate it. Well, let's start off, first of all, with I was blessed to have been raised in the Deep South, remarkable family, remarkable community, segregated at the time, but we believed in something which our founders believed in, that is, ignorant and free can never be. So our community was very focused on education, and I've seen over the decades that's changing. There's something else that has been very concerning. Not only have we been shifting away from having our kids educated, but shifting away from the concept that it's parents who have the rights to make sure their child is given the direction, the help, the CEO of their lives in terms of being educated. So the Parents' Bill of Rights gets back to something so basic that really should not be any concerns about the process. And that is, first of all, the right to be heard, the right to know the curriculum, the right to understand and see the budget that the school system is going through, the district at the same time, and also the right to make sure that child's privacy is in place and protected. Very, very simple things, but the most important thing is this. We cannot have a free society if our children are not taught basic things about themselves, about our history, about critical thinking skills. And who is overseeing that process are parents, not teachers, not unions, not bureaucrats. And if we get back that basic concept, the parents will be involved, which is happening right now, by the way. I'm very, very excited about that. And we'll make sure that this next generation is educated, excited, and can really be the producers that we've always expected them as we've raised them throughout the decades.
As you travel the country, which you do a lot in a lot of different areas, you come back to me and you tell me this is like the #1 issue you hear from parents, and it doesn't, regardless of party. What are some of the things that, when we bring this bill forward, I notice out of committee, the Democrats held back, and I don't understand why. I mean, when you just lay out the 5 pillars, I don't see any disagreement with people. And when I work the country and see people, parents, they're caring about their kids' education. So do you think Democrats might come across?
I'm thankful that we have a majority to get this word out. What concerns me is I've seen over the decades, the reason why I'm so passionate about this is how many kids are left behind. There's a study that I ran across back in 2017, and I want you guys to think about this. In the state of California, 75% of the black boys in the state of California cannot pass standard reading and writing tests. In Baltimore, zero proficiency in math in many districts. This is what's happening throughout our country, and it's a national security issue. These children that are not growing up to think, to produce, to be proud of who they are, will impact the rest of our society. So just know, whether your child is in a good district or not, or you think they are, at the end of the day, our nation has to be educated. Our nation has to be, as a total process, diverse and as we are, to believe and understand our country is the greatest place in the history of mankind. If they do not believe that, we all are at risk. And it's sad to say that 17 Democrats voted against Parents' Bill of Rights, that parents are controlled, but parents should be should not be looked at as terrorists when it comes down to asking the big questions about their children's future. So this is going to be a big one. I'm so thankful to be part of it. I'm so thankful that we have a majority now that understands this and be pushing it through. And I'm just excited that the parents will know that they will have a seat at the table, make sure their child is being educated correctly.
Thank you. Mr.